Alright guys, this is Vix, the Angel of Metal, and I've got here Andy from 13th Sign. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
It's a bit hot.
It is very hot in here. Extremely hot.
Stage lights for you.
It's black. What more do you need
Black
to
as
do?
well, so it absorbs heat. Anyway, how are you anyway with the lovely, gorgeous Dean
My
guitar?
Michelangelo Armour Flame would never be without it.
Gorgeous. Is this his? Because I saw him plonking on it before.
It's a good
Did I
story.
say plonking?
There is a very good story behind this. This is the one that Michael actually took to Guitar Player to get reviewed.
Right.
And I mentioned to Dean Guitars I actually wanted one. And Matt had a word and it got sent back and saved for me. So I've got the exact one in the magazine.
That is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
it's one of a kind.
Yep, and it's even more one of a kind with Michael's autograph on the back.
You're such a fan then.
I am a fan, yes.
Is it cool, like, getting a piece of instruments like this?
It is when it's sort of like I picked it up and it just sort of like just felt really natural, really sort of nice feel, had a great sound, and it was, I don't know, it just sort of becomes one of you. And I've got like 9 or 10 Dean guitars, and this is just the one I always sort of, yeah, I'll go back and take this one.
Awesome. So why do you like Dean guitars? Because you said that you got 10.
I have got 10, I've got 11 on order, I've got one on order, and that's the black version of this, and I'm trying to fight with Dean guitars to get number 1 because it hasn't even been built yet, and I've actually put my order in.
Okay.
But I don't know, I've tried out loads of guitars. I've like every other kid really. I've had every make of guitar you can actually think of. And then one of my best mates actually works in a guitar shop, sort of co-owns it. And he said, have you actually tried higher range Dean guitars? And I said, no, I like the look of them, but I've never actually tried one. And he put me in contact with Dean guitars. I went down to Dean, had a shred, and here you are.
And what makes them, well, what do you think makes them such a popular guitar?
I think they've just sort of like built them for everybody really, the colours, the patterns, the shapes. It's just like there's always a guitar there for somebody, and I think that's what it is. Plus they're really playable, and if you ring Dean guitars, they're just so friendly. It is like a really big family sort of bonding thing, and I think that really what makes a massive difference.
Absolutely. And I know Michael explained to us this guitar like it was like a medal, and also the armour as well. It's pretty cool.
Yep, it's just everything you like, isn't it? Flames, armour, it's
Too metal.
metal. Yeah,
It's metal in a guitar.
it's just brilliant. It's just got everything really. It's just, well, I love it, to be honest. I wouldn't be without it.
Awesome. And what other Dean models do you have?
I've just bought one of the new split tails, which Andrea's got, and we were talking about that earlier because I did use it last night at rehearsal, and then I still went back to this again afterwards. But I did play 3 or 4 songs without this.
Okay.
But I've got one. I've got a Jap Pro. I've got one of the black and green Razorbacks. I've got Dave Mustaine. I've got semi-acoustic. I've got the black one of these on all of this one. I've got an ML. I think, is that it? I'm not even sure. I just can't keep losing count. Every time Matt goes, have a look at this, I normally end up buying it. I'm just really bad, really.
Not much persuasion
No,
there.
not really, not at all. He just rings me up, sends me a picture, and I end up down there and end up buying it. So that's normally how it works.
Awesome. Now let's talk about your band, 13th Sign. Explain to me the history about the band.
The history of the band is Chris really formed it, I think, in about '99. But we've had about 4 or 5, 6 different sort of names and titles and everything. And Chris thought that the name that it was before was Skeletal Embrace was a bit too gothic-y, and we were going like the wrong direction, sort of thing, really. And we changed the 13th Sign, and things have really sort of like took off with the Dean, endorsement and stuff like that. It's been up and up since. We played Hammerfest, and we got the album out, and obviously tonight they played the DVD for us with our single that we recorded. And that's all really, really good at the moment. So
I heard that you was writing at Hammerfest. How's that coming along?
yeah, we have done some more. We've got about 7 or 8 songs for the new album, and we're sort of like just weeding through what we want, and sort of like the ones that we're really happy with, we're just sort of like tinkering with, so we got them. And we keep throwing the odd 1 or 2 new ones in for like gigs and stuff just to get a feel.
Yeah.
And they've gone down really well, actually. The new ones are a little bit heavier and a little bit darker. So, but
It's good to progress.
yeah, a lot of people have said like the new stuff's really, really good, and they like the heavier side of it. And it's probably not as complicated as the other stuff, to be honest. So, but yeah, we really like it, and that makes it nice. That's nice as well, really, when you like what you're playing.
And what's coming up next for the band?
I've been trying to get on some more festivals, but it's been a bit awkward, and our drummer's decided that he's going to move house and build a studio. So, which is going to be handy for us, but we're not doing anything until about September. We're headlining a metal festival in September in Selby. We're doing another couple of gigs in London in September. So everything September onwards again should be fine. So.
Awesome. And what are you doing tonight? Are you going to be playing and shredding?
Matt's just told me I'm probably playing very shortly. So
Okay.
I'm supposed to be having a shred fest with him doing Smoke on the Water, which should be. Me and him normally end up with shred fest whatever we play. So it should be quite interesting.
Well, we'll make sure we'll check that out. This has been cool, and where can people check out 13th Sign?
They can check us out on www.13thsign.co.uk and www.myspace.com/13thsign. Cool. You've got a 406 is the thing for the band.
Care to explain?
Yes, when we played Hammerfest,
Yep.
we done the gig and we got really, really good positive feedback. And a lot of people coming up to us, interviewing us, taking pictures and having a chat to us. So we were really, really, really lucky that it all went really, really well. Anyway, I was the only person who had my amp and gear still here. And it was all in my chalet. And we were in chalet 406, which is why the guitar case, everything I own has got 406 on it.
Okay.
But I had everybody who was virtually endorsed by Dean Guitars in my chalet. We had Kiowas, we had Wolf, we had Power Quest, Saxon. We had everybody coming down. I had all my guitars laid out and they were just picking them up and jamming, and we were there for like 4 hours just having a massive jam session. Everyone on the site was walking around and sort of like, where's all the sounds coming from? And the whole of the block was just packed with like Dean artists and just people, and it's just sort of stuck. It's sort of like the Van Halen 5150 and 406 is just sort of stuck to me really. Everywhere I go it's just sort of, I've got 406 on my guitars, cases, everything.
Awesome.
But it's nice to have something to like, you know.
All's good. Anyway, well, thank you for taking the time out to this interview. I'm so warm with stage lights. This is Angel the Metal signing out for now. This is Andy. Keep it loud.